Hello, hello, hello. I am. My exams are not over yet, though. They're over in 2 weeks. They're over in 10 days. I have an exam on the 16th and an exam on the 23rd. First one is gonna be English, and the second one is gonna be Eco. The rest of them were done before this video, which was on the 7th till the current date. Besides that, let's move on to the title of the video. Now, I found the strategy recently by just fucking around as I usually do. My spare time. Even though I'm supposed to sleep right now, I found this strategy. For all the OGs that know my triple time frame strategy, I've basically cut that strategy into let's say, here is a bread. Triple time frame strategy, 1T, 2T, 3T. I have removed this. I removed that and made it into only 2 time frames, 1T and 3T. Supposedly 3T. So, what the actual strategy is that you get your time frame that you want to trade with, and you times that time frame by 4, and then times it by 4 again. Okay. So in this case, I want to trade in 30 minutes. And so I times it by 4, which is 2 hours, and I times 2 hours by 4, which is 8 hours. Now this time we're not going to be using 2 hours, we're only going to be using 8 hours and 30 minutes. See in a sec why. I will explain why I removed the 2 hours from the usual strategy a bit later in the video, because I want to just get straight into the strategy. As you can see, the lines represent when the white wave, this part, okay, this is the white wave, you see it? When the white wave has officially confirmed, I will just redo this part and hide all these. They don't become distracting. First thing, right, to make sure a white part is confirmed is by, you can't do this because this is when it is still confirming whether this part has marked on the market cipher. But I'm using a BMC cipher B divergences, and also I'm using a pivot stop loss, and I'm using EMAs, but these aren't used in the strategy. I just have it there. Anyway, the way I backtest this is by going 1, 2, and I go to 30 minutes, and I move it 1 back. The reason why I move it 1 back, because when you go back to the 8 hour time frame, you can see it's no longer on the second white line. It was here before, but when I went to the 30 minutes and I moved the 1 candle behind that, and then it went back to the 1 period. What this tells us, right, is that if I move, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 represent 1 of 8 hour, okay? Same with this. Now, and then one of these each mean 30 minutes, right? All of them. Okay. Meaning, when I move one back, the white part goes back by 1. And when the white part goes back by 1, it is at here. Meaning the original place of the line was here. Meaning when I move it here to there, it moves back to the white line 1 period. So every single time I put a line, it will be right at the start of that time period, which is here. When I go back to 30 minutes and move it by 1, it'll be here, and it is in that other time period of the 8 hour. If you don't understand that, doesn't matter. All you have to know that is it makes sense. Second thing we have to look for is what trend this white line is in. If it's at the bottom of the half of waves, meaning it is going down. If it is at the top of the half of the wave, which is like this is the top, this is the bottom. That's the differences and how to tell what you want to do in the 30-minute time frame. In a 30-minute time frame, if it's at the bottom half, then you will have to look for a red dot. In this case, our red dot is over here. And after you move it over here, the reason why you don't have to go one step further to make sure that's validated is because when that red dot is formed, the exact second that red dot is formed is when this candle closes. And when that candle closes, it's over here. It's literally right there. So that's why we don't move over here and we get it confused with here. Which is the difference between just now I explained this, which is a bit more complicated, but you can figure that out yourself by yourself. But anyway, that's the red dot. After you've done the line, you move the line from here to the red dot. Go back and check. Go back and check whether the line is still in the downtrend of the white line. Now if this was in a real-time chart, you would have to just wait, keep waiting until these candles form, and until a red dot forms, you put a line there, and by the time that line is there, it will also have formed this candle. So this is just to make sure that there is no inconsistency in my backtesting to the actual real-time trading. So after this red dot is formed, you get out your short position, you put it right where the candle forms a slash where the red dot forms, so no inconsistent trade, and assuming that we do everything perfect and down to the 0th second. Next thing you want to do is rely on this pivot stop loss. Go to its setting, the input, make it 50. You can adjust with this input however you like, but I've been testing around just for a couple minutes and I find that 50 is very reliable. But I assume that there are better values to go with because of my lack of time to correct and make sure this input is the best. So as you can see, take profit at the green line and stop loss at the red line. Although the risk to reward ratio is very low and more to the stop loss side, we still won. And I want to show you guys, and this is a win of 1.64%. I want to show you guys all of these other positions. This one, same thing, right? I won W, 3 wins so far, 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins, 10 wins. I'm pretty sure that's all I did. So 10 wins in a row, starting from October 5th to November 14th. Right, so that is an incredible win percentage. Yeah, that's basically it for the strategy. If you have any queries, hit me up on the comments. I'll give you my Discord and we can learn together. If you have any improvements that you want to make to my strategy, please go ahead and comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.